Hey guys, today we're going to be working on right triangle trig. That is dealing with only right triangles, and it's dealing with sine, cosine, and tangent. Now, oops, dropped my marker. Sorry I look like this, been in and out of the house, didn't get dressed today. So what we're going to look at is right triangle trig is based off of the ratio of the side lengths. Now when you think of ratio, what do you think of? Yeah, fractions. You look right here, sine is based off of opposite hypotenuse. Those are the opposite side from the theta, hypotenuse from the theta. Adjacent over hypotenuse for cosine, and tan is opposite over adjacent. The main important part of this is what you did day one, which is labeling those sides. Now the theta is the angle that you're looking from. So the adjacent and hypotenuse surround that angle. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at, let's just draw a right triangle. I'm going to give you some sides. Okay? And we're going to go A, B, and C. Okay? I'm just going to put my theta at C. So my theta is right here. Okay? If this is my theta, this is like where you are, where you're standing. What is 22? Yeah, your hypotenuse. What is 15? That's your opposite. If that's a basketball and you're standing there, if you're throwing it to opposite, you're throwing it there. This is your adjacent. Adjacent means connected. You remember it touches. So adjacent and hypotenuse touch your theta. I like to say this, y'all know I got my crazy things. You know, you ever been to see your grandma or that little old person and they come up to you and they're like, oh, look at you, you're so sweet. You see my hands? Oh, let me drop this. See my hands? They make the angle. Ah, there's my theta. There's my theta, AH. Ah, there's my theta. So A and H will always be around. Ah, there's my theta. Okay? So let's just say I was doing the sine of C. Well, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is 15. Hypotenuse is 22. There's your ratio, guys. That's all that is. But today I'm going a little bit deeper in finding a missing side. Now with right triangle trig, you've got to have a calculator. So I'm going to show you the steps and then I'm going to let you punch it in your calculator. Because my only calculator I have is my phone and I'm using my phone to video. Okay, so I'm going to set it up for you and show you how to put it in. Okay, so I'm going to erase this. And this is when, what we're doing is when you're given an angle and a side and you're looking for a side, okay? You're given an angle and a side and you're looking for a side, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this triangle again. I'm going to label A, B, and C. And I'm going to give you that this is 70 degrees, okay? And I'm going to say that this is 12. And I want to say that we're looking for AB. So I'm going to put an X there, okay? So 70 is considered my theta, okay? So now what you do, first thing you always label your sides. What is 12? 12 is your hypotenuse, okay? That's what I'm given. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my X. What piece is that? Okay, if this is, there's my theta, that's my A. So what is this? That's my O. So what I need to do right now is what I call in basketball, call your play. Okay, I'm given this, I want that. What are those two letters? O and H. Who uses O and H? Sine does. So we're going to say the sine of theta equals O over H. Sine, what was my theta? 70. What was my O? X over 12. Okay? Now, you've got a ratio here. We're going to butterfly this out. I'm going to put a 1 under this. Always put a 1 under there. And we're going to butterfly this out. You ready? Very simple. 1 times X is what? You're right, X. And then this is 12 times the sine of 70. Okay? And then you're going to type in your calculator 12 times the sine of 70. And then that will give you an answer. A lot of times these are decimal numbers, so do not freak out about that. So you're going to type that in. You need to make sure on Desmos, you can download Desmos. You need to make sure on Desmos that you are in degrees not radians. Okay, I'm going to draw us another one. Okay, and this time, I'm going to draw it a little upside down. Right here. And we're going to label this A, B, and C, just so we can talk. I want to look for side AB. Okay, that's what I want to know. What is side AB? I'm going to give you that this is 20 degrees. And I'm going to give you that this is 13. Now, what am I looking for? Side AB. So what am I going to put there? I'm going to put an X if they don't already have a variable there. Okay? First thing you do is you label those sides. So 20 is my theta. And what is this side here, even though I don't have it? Yeah, that's your hypotenuse. It's across from that 90 degrees. Okay? Well, here's your theta. What does Grandma say? Ah, there's your theta. So this is adjacent, which makes that, throw that ball over there, that's opposite. Okay? So let's talk about what I'm given and what I need. Okay? So I'm given O. I need X. I need A. Who uses O and A? That's right, tan. So we're going to come right here and say the tan of theta equals O over A. Tan, what was my theta? 20 equals O, which is 13 over A, which is X. What do I put under the tan of 20? You put a 1. Okay? Now from here, I'm going to butterfly it out. This was a little more complicated. Boom, boom. Okay? 13 times 1 is 13. And then we say X times the tan of 20. Well, can I do anything with that? You can't type in your calculator X times tan of 20. So to get that X by itself, that's being multiplied. What's the inverse of multiply? Divide tan 20. Divide tan of 20. Now putting this in your calculator, you're going to put in a fraction. Okay? And you're going to say 13 over the tan of 20 and hit enter, and it'll give you that answer. Probably a decimal again. Don't freak out about that. Okay? Now, the last one we're going to do. You've seen sine, you've seen cosine. Sine and tangent. Let's go cosine, okay? Let me draw another right triangle. Here, here, here. A little bit different. Oh, that was a bad one. Forgive it. A, B, and C. Okay? And I'm going to put my degrees of 52 right there. And I'm going to say that we want to find side, let's go with AC. So we're looking for AC. I am going to give you this of 12. And we're looking for AC, so what am I going to put there? I'm going to put an X. Okay, so this is my theta. Label your theta. Now, what's the most important? Yep, label all your sides. Are you ready? Are you ready? So, what do you know about this X? What is that X? That's right, it's the hypotenuse. Okay? Now, remember Grandma says, there's your theta. Here's my theta. So, what's that side? Adjacent, which makes this throw the ball to the opposite side. Okay? So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to circle what we have, what we know, what we want to know. We know my adjacent. We want to know my hypotenuse. Well, A and H is cosine. So I'm going to write the cosine of theta equals A over H. Cosine, what's my theta? 52 degrees equals A, which is 12 over H, which is X. Okay? What do I need to put under that cosine of 52? That's it. A 1. Make that butterfly method. Are you ready? So we're going to butterfly this out. Boom, boom. 12 times 1 is 12. And X times the cosine of 52. We can't type that in, so we're going to go X cosine of 52. Okay? Now, how do you get that X by itself? It's being multiplied by the cosine of 52. So we divide. Okay, so in your calculator, you're going to put fraction 12 times the cosine of 52 degrees. Okay, Now, that's just a quick little one. If you need me some more, I can go through some more with you. This is just getting in the routine of it. I love you. I miss you. Have a good day. See ya.